And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Variety Shift. I am one of your hosts, Sean Temple, also known as Sin Trophy Hunter on the PlayStation Network.
And I am your second host, the Artificial Dragon, otherwise known in real life as Isaac Zillman. And I'm a YouTuber, slowly going into the Twitch live streaming recently. And as for our third host, Gavin Blaze, he is currently indisposed at the moment. This is the second time that it's happened for any of you new viewers out there. But we'll continue the podcast without him for now.
So, before we start, is Gavin okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He just had to go to a chiropractor, I think. I think one of his nerves needs to be fixed or something like that. I don't know the specifics, but he messaged me just this afternoon, and I was like, oh, I hope everything goes well, buddy. Good luck. Don't worry, we'll carry on the show without you.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
And just to recap, we have been away for about 2 weeks without recording a podcast.
Yeah.
You want to fill them in to the reason why?
So for
first week.
For the first week, it snowed
like hell.
It snowed like hell in Flagstaff. The roads were icy, and there was a bunch of snow. And Gavin couldn't come. Did he come into work? I can't remember. I think
he did come into work, but he
came into
didn't
work.
Want to have the hard drive back, so he after the podcast.
Yeah.
So, but then you suicidal twat, wanted to come over, and I'm like, no, I'm not having that on my conscience. No, seems a bit loud, look.
Yeah, it's not too bad. If it's really peaking, it would be off the charts, but it doesn't look too bad.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
I'll just keep my distance from my mic because it seems like I'm pretty loud.
But the first week, I was like, I'm good with doing the podcast because I literally live not a couple blocks down, but I live down the street from Sean's house. So I was like, I could either drive, be careful, or I could just walk all the way there. But Sean,
you could be careful as much as you like. It's the person on the road, the other person on the road that isn't. Let's face it. You got wiped out on a bicycle by some stupid idiot.
Yeah,
and you were in the cycle lane.
Yeah,
and you were cycling home in the dark. So I just didn't want anything like that stupid thing to happen.
Okay, fair enough, Sean. And I was like, I texted Sean basically. I'm like, hey, I'm good for the podcast. What about you? And he's like, no. You're going to stay home, especially during a snowstorm. I was like, okay, I can't argue with that.
I think I actually said to him, are you fucking insane? we did have some serious snow, though. We did. And it was quite nice.
Yeah.
And cold.
Yeah.
God, it was cold.
I had the better end of it because I still had power to my house. But I heard from both my dad and my girlfriend. Yeah. My girlfriend lives outside of Flagstaff, so does my dad up in the canyon. They lost power.
So did Gavin's area.
Oh, yeah. Gavin lives out there, but he was living in a hotel for the past couple of days for work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, I got the best deal out of everybody that I know, except for Sean.
I'm sure because I probably got the same deal.
Yeah, exactly. But I have a fireplace at my house, so that was nice. I was nice, toasty warm, and just, drinking some hot chocolate while I watch the snowfall. Yeah. Probably the best.
It's actually quite nice to actually watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
I turn the lights off, especially if it's dark. At night time, I'll turn the lights off and you're just inside the house, not outside the house.
I'm not sure if...
lights up.
I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but watching the snow fall just gives me this nice warm feeling inside,
Yeah, even though the stuff's cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It does, actually. When I first came here to the United States, I had my very, very first white Christmas. And I was nutso for it. And then my wife, she's like, oh, this happens quite often.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, I like this. But there was one particular year... It was about 2 or 3 years ago, and we had a fantastic Christmas. I just got a message from somebody, from my wife, just landed in Philadelphia.
Oh.
She's just landed in Philadelphia. My wife has left me.
So you're basically home alone right now?
She hasn't left me for bad reasons or anything. We actually did a lot of saving to send her to Amsterdam. So she's left me alone, and she felt guilty about this.
Oh.
very guilty that she was going to be away for Christmas and I was going to be on my own, even though I have one day off only. That she bought me for Christmas the PlayStation VR.
I just noticed that. Yeah, you got the PlayStation.
It's not here. It's downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Still wrapped up, dude. I can't open it. God, if my wife heard that, she'd be like, Sean,
does she even listen to the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's quite a few of my friends that do.
Oh, okay.
Including my wife. She's a friend.
Well, at least we got our own audience. So, yeah, Sean's wife, your husband has not opened his gifts yet. I know this for certain.
Yeah, that's really, really convincing.
Yeah, shut up, Sean.
It's still downstairs near the tree, sealed, and it's not even wrapped because I was the one who actually had to go and get it.
Yeah. And for our second week, fortunately, we had no more snow, thank goodness.
Nope.
But we
second week was my fault.
Yeah.
Goes back to my wife.
So Sean told me originally it was going to be just Sean and Gavin because I had to deal with finals that week.
That's right.
And I just finished my finals this week, thank goodness. So I was like, I won't be able to attend. And Gavin's like, no problem. Me and Sean will just run the show by ourselves. And
I was looking forward to it until my wife was like, can you write all these presents for me to take over to Tucson for Evelyn? I'm like, but I'm supposed to be doing a podcast. She goes, could you? I was like, So she said that she had some more presents that she was bringing back that day. So she finishes work about 4:30. So she didn't get in until after 4:30. Well, we start the podcast around about 4, usually.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, that ties me up. And it's going to do, a couple of hours to get this all done because you got to sort it all out and everything. Yeah. I was done by like 7 when she got in, and which is usually the time we end the podcast.
Yeah.
So I kind of figured that we didn't have enough time to do it and wrap these presents, because I'd wrap these presents like shit and then run upstairs to do the podcast, and then Kat would still be a little bit upset.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the hell is
you
this?
You got your personal obligations to fulfill.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had to do that. Yeah. It is the silly season of the year where people are starting to do family things or wrapping presents or cooking the shit out of turkeys, chickens, whatnot, everything. And we got loads of
we got those
right in front here.
The gluten-free cookies.
Gluten-free cookies, which are awesome.
Yeah,
these are my favorite.
Nice. What are those?
These are Jammy Dodgers.
Jammy Dodgers.
Yeah, so back in England, we have biscuits that look like this. It's not. They don't look quite like this. They look a little bit more tidier because these are homemade and the whole.
Yeah.
You get the picture.
It looks like a jelly donut.
No, it's a biscuit with jam in it, or what you guys call jelly.
Yeah, for the audio audience, maybe I'll put a picture up for you guys to visualize what John is talking about.
I eat them all first. Yeah, take a picture of them now.
Cha-ching. Okay. But yeah, I should make my own batch of cookies for the next podcast if Gavin also comes. I usually try to make it a tradition to make holly cookies. Sean's eaten one of them.
Oh yeah, he brought a whole tin to work one day, and they didn't last long.
Yeah, it didn't.
They were pretty good.
Yeah, they are pretty good. It's a type of cookie that my grandma loves to make every Christmas, and I'm trying to uptake that tradition because, long story short, my grandma's mentally impaired right now due to an accident she had. But yeah, yeah. And speaking of my grandmother and family and whatever, a couple weeks ago, was it? Yeah, a week ago, I took a trip down up to Illinois because my great grandmother died recently.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah. She died at 99 years old.
My grandmother passed away last year, just before Christmas, 2 weeks before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of her anniversary about 3-4 days ago.
Wow.
Of when she died. And she was an amazing person. She really was an amazing person. We miss her an awful lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, this sucks.
My condolences, Sean.
Oh, it's okay. It's cool. She was brilliant.
Yeah.
She was a lovely person.
And the funny thing was, we were planning to celebrate her 100th birthday in February, but we had the tickets ready and everything for Illinois, but we never got around to it because her...
passed away at
yeah.
98.
99.
99. My grandma, she passed away at 98.
Wow.
So close to she was looking forward to getting a letter from the Queen. Because when you reach 100 in England, you get a letter from the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens if the Queen reaches 100? Who'd she
a...
get a letter from?
From herself?
Yeah. I guess.
But yeah, I was about to mention that because I remember a couple of podcasts ago, you get a letter from the Queen if you reach 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If my great-grandmother died in Britain at 100, before she died at 100, she would have gotten a letter from the Queen.
Yep.
But, it's whatever.
That's how it goes. So, now we got the reasons and excuses why we haven't put podcast on for a couple of weeks.
Just a lot of shit going on in our lives right now, both outside of our control and,
inside our control.
Inside our control. Kind of. I mean, for Sean, you could have, but you got your moral obligations.
Yeah, I do. I just wanted to avoid the wrath of cat.
Yeah. Hell have no fury like a woman scorned.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a reason why there's that saying.
Yeah, don't worry. Sean still loves you.
Yeah. Okay. Help yourself to biscuits.
Yeah. Just trying to not stub my face so I could talk clearly. Let's see. And I do have a couple of funny stories. I know we're just jabbering on about past things that have happened to us instead of talking about geek stuff, but this is kind of important.
We gotta play catch up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what.
I do have a couple of funny stories that I want to talk about on the podcast related to the trip I took up to Illinois.
Uh-huh.
So what happened between the traveling? The Flagstaff Airport sends you off to Denver, Colorado now?
Yes.
Yeah. So I took a plane up to Denver and transferred from Denver to Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much the vice versa for my travel back to Flagstaff. And I reached to Denver. I went to the terminal for the Flagstaff plane. And I had a lot of leeway time. Basically, I arrived in Denver at around, say, 3 o'clock. And I was supposed to get on the plane, board the plane at around 6 o'clock. And I assume it was due to the weather conditions. The plane got delayed. It hasn't landed yet. So I get all these notifications like, the flight will be delayed. It won't arrive till like 7 or 8 or something like that.
Shoot. What would you do?
And
6 hours.
I was like, fuck. So I just set my ass at the terminal entrance, waiting for the plane. And at one point, it switched to another terminal, like a couple of blocks down or something like that. I'm like, ugh. So I moved to the terminal, and then a little while later, it transfers back to the original terminal. Like, fuck, make up your fucking mind already.
Oh, so they were telling you where to go?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you weren't just switching so that you could just watch planes come in and out?
No.
I'm like that at an airport. I'm all over it because there's windows everywhere and I love watching planes take off and land. Back in the day, when I was a very young kid, we used to go to air shows.
Yeah.
Loved it. So that's kind of like a free air show, you go to the airport.
Except where it's more about airliners, not like World War II war.
Oh, no. It's just any plane. Any plane that takes off or lands. It still mystifies me how a helicopter can fly.
Yeah, exactly.
You go past the hospital here, especially on my route that I drive, you see the helicopter lift off from the hospital.
Yeah.
I just watch that. That's good. It is mesmerizing every time. It's like, how does that do that? I mean, it's obvious.
Anyway, so I think I eventually got on the plane at around 9 or 10-ish. And originally I was supposed to get back in Flagstaff at around 9 o'clock-ish. But I didn't get back into town till 11:30. So
in the morning?
No, not 11:30 in the morning, like 11 p.m. at night.
Oh, shoot.
So yeah,
Pardon me. And you had to be back at work the following day?
no, fortunately not.
Oh,
But
that's
I was pissed because there was a school project that was due that night. And originally my plan was, okay, I'll get back home at around 9 o'clock, quickly finish it, and upload it because a lot of assignments are due at around 11:59, like before midnight, the minute before midnight.
Crap, so you had 20 minutes to do it.
And I get back home, and I try to look it up. It wasn't there because turns out that the instructor, like, when he posts an assignment, there's a certain time frame. Like, if it goes past the due mark, then it basically is inaccessible.
Right.
And I was like, fuck. And I ended up messaging the instructor, explaining the situation. Like, I was off at a funeral. I didn't have the access to the file or whatever at the time, and blah, blah, blah. And he reached back. This was around Thanksgiving, okay? Mm-hmm. He didn't respond back to me right away because, holiday and all that.
Yeah.
But he eventually reached back to me, and he was like, yeah, no problem. I'll reopen the assignment on the college website, and you have till Saturday to complete it or whatever, because I think I got back on a Thursday or something like that.
So you had quite a few days.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So yeah, that
worked out well for you in the end then.
It did. It honestly did. But for people that are going on by flight during the holidays, be sure to keep in mind that there may be delays. So,
kind of a given.
Yeah, exactly.
How many times have you gone on a plane and it's actually worked out clockwork?
Probably like, it's very rare to me. I mean, okay, that's kind of a lie. I kind of do flights mostly on the holidays, like Thanksgiving and whatnot, but that has been very rare. Like, this is probably the only time. I mean, I've just recently gone on flights by myself.
Right.
And this is probably the first ever time that a delay like that has ever happened to me. That nightmarish delay.
You know where the first place I flew to?
What?
Ever?
What?
And it was on my own.
What?
United States.
Oh.
Yeah.
First ever?
First ever.
Oh, I'm sure you have plenty
daunting as hell it was.
Delay stories, right?
Nope.
Oh.
It went absolutely flawless. Yeah. Because I was like, okay, there's a lot of myth and stories like you say in there that be aware there is delays. I was aware. I had contingency plans.
Yeah.
I made sure that all my paperwork was ready. I even made sure that my passport was still accessible and everything like that. Everything was, I was able to lay my hands on everything. Even carrying around my itinerary, which, you don't really necessarily have to do.
Yeah.
Because I was a noob flyer, and it was because I was coming over here to visit Kat. And her kids and that. United States was my first ever place to fly. Never had a passport until I was 40. Because my 40th birthday was the first time I flew out. Or was that I don't know. I know that 39th birthday.
Huh.
Because the second flight I came over was on my 40th birthday.
Yeah.
And I had celebrated my 40th birthday over in England and then flew on the plane and then celebrated it here. So that was kind of cool. I had a double birthday. Yeah.
Wow.
That was kind of cool.
Now that you mention, all the passports, identification, and all that for flights, it just reminded me of this time. I was going up to Florida to visit my my ex-girlfriend at the time, and I went down to Phoenix, spent the night at one of my relatives' house, so I could, because it was an early flight, by the way, down in Phoenix.
Usually it is.
Yeah, and I get into the shuttle, and I was thinking to myself, fuck, I forgot my passport, but then I found out later that you don't need a passport to go on non-international flights.
Yeah, national flights, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, thank God, because because ever since I did flights, I always thought you needed a passport to get on the flights or whatever. But apparently, you just need your ID, your American ID for American flights.
Yeah.
Not international flights.
Yeah, no, it's as soon as you go across the waters and stuff like that, then you
need a passport.
Passport.
So yeah, thank goodness for me.
Yeah, right? Oh, that was a stroke of luck, because I mean, you imagine going all the way up there and you do have to have your passport, and you...
Yeah. That would have been bad.
It's in the car park. Oh, no.
Well, I just wasted my plane tickets for nothing.
Yeah. Unless you can get them changed, but that costs an awful lot of money to get them changed. It really does.
Yeah, exactly.
Admin fees and everything. Handling charges. Really?
Yeah.
You're handling paperwork. I don't understand the charges. I mean, but the handling charges and stuff is in virtually everything these days, including your bank accounts and stuff.
Yeah.
You didn't handle anything. What are you talking about? Just doing your job.
Oh my god.
You're paid as a bank clerk or something like that. That's what you do.
Yeah.
And, oh yes, we got this handling charge because we're handling thin air for you. Great. How much does that going to cost? Well, that's about 20%. What? That's probably... It's just a guess. I probably isn't 20%. Mm-hmm. Over-exaggeration guess.
Yeah. But now that we got everybody up to speed, let us talk about what has happened on the internet for both of us recently.
Well, let's talk about what's happened in the world in general while we've been away over the 2 weeks. Starting with YouTube.
Yeah. You told me recently that you reached as a Twitch affiliate, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. And that was because of this thing with YouTube and that lot. I stopped live streaming on YouTube quite a while back when I found Twitch.
I was wondering because I went to your YouTube channel to check
There's
out
no uploaded videos forever.
I was like, what the hell? What is this? Is Sean abandoning YouTube altogether?
No, because I was where you could do the videos if you were doing like live stream on Twitch, like I have been doing, and like you say, I'm now an affiliate, which I thank anybody who's listening to the podcast here that's followed me on Twitch, Sin Trophy Hunter. I thank everybody, and I will not forget you guys because you were awesome to make help me get to the path of affiliate. I'm not so much into the path of being a partner, but it's kind of working that way because I've got everything down apart from 75 people watching at a time.
Yeah.
Now you see people that are streaming on there. There's a couple of people that I just recently followed, and they got 16,000 people watching them in one day.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so they're partners because you only need 75.
Yeah.
And they don't have to talk or anything. They just have to be there and watch your stream.
Yeah, exactly.
And, being an affiliate is a lot of fun. But now I got a lot of things that I have to put together so that the people who do subscribe to me and stuff like that can have some fun with it. At the moment, I got no emotes up. But I do have this soundboard thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So people can use the soundboard for X amount of bits.
Okay.
And bits, you can buy those with real money. At the moment, as far as I'm aware, you can put in some real money, and then buy bits, and then you can use the bits on anybody's channel that you like who uses bits. And in this one at the moment, for 100 bits, you can use sounds. And I'm thinking, 100 is really steep.
Yeah.
And I want people to enjoy it, so I might drop it down to 10 bits.
Okay.
Because 100 bits, and it says recommended at 100 bits, and I'm thinking, depending on how much a bit is, or if they do it in tens or hundreds or something like that, and if it's like a couple of dollars for 100 bits, okay, fair enough. So I need to invest in how... Or look into how many bits you get for how much. But yeah, they can cheer and stuff like that on your stream.
Yeah.
with sound effects or whatever. So that's kind of cool. I put that together the other day, actually. Now I'm encouraging and helping other people who are trying to be affiliate or are interested in being affiliate by, supporting them with streams and stuff like that, hosting people. Because if you host somebody, especially who's lower followers than you, you host them, all the people that are on your live stream, they look at you and they say, okay, you're off, but you're hosting this person.
Yeah.
And they go to your channel. I hosted you the other day.
Yes, you did.
And you got 5 people, 7 people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was watching. I was watching, and as soon as I figured out how to host, because I mean that was a bit of an enigma. Because I had to keep going back and forth to see if I was hosting.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see it on yours, but you should have seen a pop-up come up saying "Scene Trophy Hunter is now hosting
I think
Artificial Dragon."
I forgot where I saw it, but I think
it'll be in your chat thing.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
So and then I went back to mine. So I'm not on your channel, and it didn't say I was hosting you. So I was like, okay, let's do that again. So I did it again, and then flicked back to yours, and I stayed with yours for hours.
Yeah,
you're doing that Jurassic Park, which was absolutely fantastic stream, by the way. Your stream was awesome. It was great. There was you sitting in the camera. The angle of the camera was really good. Yeah, a lot of people use that angle.
Yeah,
I don't. I've got the face head on thing, but I am thinking of putting it to a different angle type thing. But because it's a PlayStation 4 camera that detects like all the equipment and stuff, like VR and that, you gotta have it kind of dead on.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you have it at an angle, you have to kind of try and work it out.
Yeah.
But anyway, I loved the angle that you had, and I didn't speak for a while because I wanted to see how you were interacting with nobody.
Yeah.
And you were chatting away there, but the thing is, what really worked the magic for you when you were doing that was you love dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly.
You were geeking the fuck out with that shit. You really were, and I was giggling to myself, and you were reeling off these really difficult dinosaur names.
Yeah.
And then there was one where they were at the watering hole, and it was they looked like Stegosaurus, but you were like something else, and I was like, what? There's Stegosaurus. There's 2 of them, right? And you were like, oh, isn't that fantastic? And then you got your friend in the chat that was talking to you.
Yeah, it was
another one geeking out with dinosaur names, and I'm thinking, fuck, I know.
Yeah, it was a completely random person. I mean, I'm sure he's viewed my videos before, but it was actually nice to have at least one person, give me tips about the game, chatting with you, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and that's what is brilliant about Twitch, and that's what I love about Twitch. I mean, I've never ever enjoyed anything so much like I have with Twitch at the moment.
Yeah,
met a lot of good friends. Had a lot of good laughs, and you can jump on other people's streams, and once you get to know them and they get to know you, you can have a laugh with them as well.
Yeah.
But then the other people on there, in their chat are like, who is this? And obviously he knows, because I went on to Reform the Minds stream. Now he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's an Indian chap, but he's in England.
Yeah.
He's not Native Indian. He's
you're
East
talking
Indian.
About Indian. Not
so I was telling him a while back that I could do the Indian accent quite well.
Yep.
And he's Indian, and he can't do an Indian accent because he's British, so he has a British accent.
Yeah.
And I said, and I can also do the head bobble that they do with I think it shows
respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the word. And so I did it. I told him, and then he jumped on my stream one day and he says, okay, I want to hear the Indian accent and I want to see the Indian
head bobble.
He pissed himself.
Dear God.
So today I jumped on his live stream and we chat, and I'm just because I'll lurk for a bit.
Yeah.
Just to see how it's going. If it's awkward, then I'll just leave it.
Yeah.
I lurked for a while and then said hello to him. Because he's a good guy. He really is a good guy. And I guess he knows kind of what I'm like. Mm-hmm. I'll jump in there with teasing for a bit. Mm-hmm. And then I'll kind of settle down because I've had my fun, you know.
Yeah.
And Reform the Mind, such a good guy. He was rolling with it as well, but there were some of his people that were in the chat that weren't quite getting it.
Yep.
But it was when Reform the Mind was like, "Oh, Sin, how you doing? How you doing? It's so good to see you again." So he obviously showed that he knows me.
Yep.
And that he trusts me to be decent on his chat and stuff like that, and not upset the other people that might not be so cheeky. Because it was fairly cheeky.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fantastic just to hang out with them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And again, that's what I love about Twitch. You can just have so much fun. I mean, you could also be boring as fuck and not do nothing or anything. But a lot of people like to lurk.
Yeah.
You know, they're a bit shy or whatever. But this also gets you over being shy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when I saw you in your stream, you were boosting with confidence, but you really had, you didn't know really too much about how many people were watching you at the time.
Yeah.
And then when I hosted you, you had 7 people. They came straight over from my thing because they saw that I was hosting you, and they were like, "Oh." And I've got quite a lot of people that come in on my stream to, and regulars. And obviously, if they see you hosting somebody else, they're like, "Oh, well, Sin's hosting somebody. He must know him and must, like the stream and that lot. So we'll just go check it out." That's what they did.
Yeah. Let me just finish chewing.
I'll carry on. I was just amazed on how well you were doing with it.
Yeah.
I even said welcome back. Well, it's nice to have you back.
Yeah. Were you present during the part where I got the compies into this picture? I was like, oh my god!
Well, when the
it's so tiny.
When the helicopter came over, I'm thinking, Isaac, you've forgotten the cage because it was so small.
Yeah, it was.
And then as soon as it gets down to the bottom,
helicopter's like this huge thing, and then this tiny little dinosaur.
Yeah, and then it drops off this thing, and it's almost in the grass. And
yeah,
you had
exactly.
to really zoom in. And then you were just geeking about compies, and so was the other guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He really was. He was like, compies, oh my god, look at them, oh my god.
And
then you got another one.
Tiny.
You bought another one in.
Yeah.
Because you lost the other one at first, because, they're so small.
Yeah.
Bought another one in, and then you were flicking between the two.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was quite cool. And then you tried to feed them.
Yeah.
And they ran away from the food. And you were talking about the all random dinosaurs going into the watering hole and drowning.
Yeah. If there was one thing I have a criticism about Jurassic World Evolution, it's even the smallest of dinosaurs go into the water or like that. Yep. Like, you're going to drown if you're going to stay in the water.
Rex go in there and drown. It's like the ultimate dinosaur killer. That's how they became extinct.
Dear God.
They drowned.
Paleontologists, we got another theory in the air.
So here's the thing. Who was I talking to today? I was talking to Travis, and we were downtown.
Yeah.
And I was watching your stream. I was talking about your stream, basically. And I turned around and said, I don't know why he's not a paleontologist. Because you know everything about dinosaurs. Why aren't you a paleontologist? You're in the movie scene instead, but why aren't you a paleontologist? You know so much.
Yeah, obviously I'm a huge nerd when it comes to dinosaurs, everything prehistoric and all that. When I was younger, I had various interests. I'm not sure if I talked about this on the podcast before, but I used to have an interest in marine biology, trains. That was my the thing that I liked when I was younger, dinosaurs, and later films. But yeah, I grew up watching documentaries like Walking with Dinosaurs. Have you ever watched that?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was so well done. That was like pinnacle of, or it was what was it? What's the word? Where it's something new and it was.
Don't you mean not fictional? Mock documentary or something like that?
No, but it was a not phenomenon.
Yeah.
But it was it was the first kind of part of the new state of the art filming
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you could bring dinosaurs back to life.
Yeah. You mean CGI?
Yeah, but see, that's not what I'm trying to get my word on. Put my finger on. I'm just going to say it's the pinnacle of that kind of filming.
Yeah, yeah.
And how it started,
Yeah.
really started, gave it a kickstart. Because when Walking with Dinosaurs came out, I don't know if there was that many people that weren't watching it.
Yeah.
Because it was such a new thing.
Yeah. Totally.
Fucking hell, how did they do this? And they did it so well. And obviously it was after Jurassic Park, but I guess that was what set it off.
Yeah.
Was Jurassic Park, and then you got
totally.
just normal TV shows would be able to have a budget that can make that kind of thing as well.
Yeah.
And make it a freaking documentary.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I know we kind of went off subject with Walking with Dinosaurs, but I legitimately want to be a paleontologist, but I realized later that there's all this other complicated stuff, like carbon dating these certain rocks, like all these deep scientific methods, and how competitive the paleontology scene is.
Oh,
Yeah. One example I could throw off for you is these two paleontologists find different sauropod skeletons. The Apatosaurus and the Brontosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
And originally the Brontosaurus, basically the two paleontologists are like, I just found this fossil, I'm going to call it the Apatosaurus, and this other scientist found this fossil and he called it the Brontosaurus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
One, they're basically the one and the same. But later down the line, there is scientific evidence that the Brontosaurus is its own dinosaur now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was the other one an evolution from Brontosaurus, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, they're both part of a sauropod family. The sauropods, the long-necked dinosaurs and all that. But yeah, honestly, you could say the same about any sort of field, but the paleontology scene is very competitive, naming the dinosaurs, saying that it's member of this genus or whatever, and all that stuff.
Making their own minds up for them, even though they're probably saying, no, that ain't fucking right.
Yeah, exactly.
We're from the flowers.
And I think this is a new discovery. I vaguely remember it, but there's this new carnivorous dinosaur that was discovered down in South America or something like that.
I think you told me about this.
Yeah. And they literally named this dinosaur after Thanos from the Marvel series.
Oh?
Yeah.
So it's called a Phanosaurus?
I'm not too sure of a name, but basically they called it Thanos. Not a Phanosaurus, not a Phanonopteryx or something like that. Just
so
Thanos.
what does saurus mean?
It's Latin for lizard.
Ah.
Like, dino is Latin for terrible. So if you put those two together, it means terrible lizard. Yeah.
That's not nice. Poor lizard.
Yeah. But yeah, I could go several hours talking about dinosaurs, the Latin meanings and whatever. But yeah, Jurassic World Evolution is just a Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, dino lover's wet dream, basically. And you could understand.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw
you were a witness to that.
Yes, I was.
And I think I managed to convince you to buy Jurassic World Evolution.
Your streams, with your confidence and everything like that hooked me in. And then I just watching. And I'd say earlier on that I went for an hour or so without saying anything.
Yeah.
Even though you knew I was there.
Yeah.
Because I was watching what was going on, because you were doing so much stuff.
Yeah.
And then there was so much stuff that I couldn't quite keep up with because you were doing it so fast because it was on the PC.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you were using the mouse.
Yep.
That I had to watch it several times on what you're doing. So once I got the gist of it, and then there was the guy that was chatting away, and he was quite happy chatting with you anyway.
Yeah,
so I didn't want to intrude.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then when it quietened down with the chat with him, then I jumped in there. But your stream sold it to me.
Yeah.
If I'd have just seen the box, and I've seen the box countless of times, and it's still $44 on the shelf. Pre-owned, I think. And, I mean, it could be my January game, because I always get a game every month.
Yeah.
Like, the December game that I got was Subnautica because quite a few of my stream wanted to see it. They were quite interested in seeing it. So I actually picked that up. I picked it up fairly cheap.
Yeah.
But the price still is too heavy for what, I mean, the game's a couple of years old now.
Yeah, it's like a year or so old right now, but fortunately, I'm not sure if this is the final DLC, the one you watch me play, but
I doubt it.
I
doubt it. There is so much in there that they could do.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw you opening up and that, and you were getting into that the DLC, and even the trees got you excited.
Yeah, the redwood trees.
Yeah.
They added the redwood trees.
You just kept going back to redwood, and it was like, oh my god, they got redwood. Yes, they fucking got redwood.
I say that because redwoods are a made setting for the Jurassic Park Lost World, the second Jurassic Park movie.
You know they're actually setting as well for Star Wars on Endor.
No, yeah, that is true.
They use it. But I actually went to that actual place where they filmed it.
Yeah, nice. I would love to revisit some famous filmmaking locations like the Endor Moon, like you said, and some scenes from Back to the Future and whatever, and the Michael Myers house.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, continuing on, I was genuinely impressed with the Return to Jurassic Park DLC. It was basically its own game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We speculated 2 or 3 weeks ago how long that DLC would probably last.
Yeah, it was like a 6-7 hour DLC gameplay wise.
And we were thinking maybe a 10 because of the price. And even your person in the chat was saying that $20 for that DLC is just brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of what you got with it.
Mm-hmm.
And like you say, it was just an entirely different new game.
Yeah, and most of the dinosaurs, like the Triceratops, the Velociraptors, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex, had entirely new models and skins. Like, you can see the visual difference with Triceratops specifically. Like, the base game Jurassic World, Triceratops had a thinner face. Its mouth doesn't extend that much. It just looks plain looking. Whereas the Return to Jurassic Park Triceratops has a much longer beak and narrower horns and all that.
Right.
Yeah. And I just love the visual difference because it makes me think that the original Triceratops were these bulky looking dinosaurs.
Yeah, they were tanks.
Yeah. And the Jurassic World Triceratops are these smooth, pristine looking dinosaurs.
Wasn't
Triceratops.
Ceratops. Wasn't that a plant eater?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it looks like a meat eater, with all those horns, and you'd always see the films where it would run into a Tyrannosaurus Rex leg, and maim the leg with those horns. But then the Triceratops is dead, because once Tyrannosaurus Rex kind of curves round and bites it, gets a couple of chomps in, that's it, it's gone.
Yeah, but you're a badass when the largest land predator to ever exist in Earth's history is your main prey. I mean, not main prey, your main enemy.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Trying to not visualize my wife being the biggest thing. I don't want to make her my worst enemy. Good God.
Is she a tyrant lizard right now?
No, she's a pussycat.
Oh, God.
She's a pussycat. She's lovely.
Well, let's hope she doesn't hear you on this.
Well, no, she hears me on this and says, and I tell her, I love you, baby.
But I think one of my other favorite moments, aside from a compy moment where I geeked out over the tiniest little dinosaur, and my other favorite part was checking out the newest addition, aside from the compy, is the Pteranodons at the aviary.
Oh, you managed to get that up yet?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I've completed the game from my last stream.
Because the last time I saw you, you were still working on Birdcage.
Yeah, I got the Birdcage.
Cool.
I think you could rewatch my stream on Twitch.
Oh, yeah, you can, yeah.
Yeah. I'll make sure that it's permanent, stays there permanently, because Twitch has this really annoying thing like, oh, this video is still up. Boop, deleted.
Actually, you can choose whether it be deleted now or not.
Yeah.
Mine are not chosen as deleted yet.
Yeah.
I think once I got too much of them up, Because I don't know if you delete it, does it remove the amount of viewer count you had?
I'm not too sure.
Because at the moment I stand around about 1,600 views.
Yeah.
Whether that's people coming into my stream while I'm live, or it's actually people that are looking at the videos afterwards, I don't know.
Yeah.
And if you take them, if you delete it, does that probably then removes the amount of hours you've streamed, which means then you've lost a few views.
I am not a Twitch expert unlike you, but I'm not going to say anything because
I would probably say no, because that would be unfair.
Yeah.
That would be unfair.
That would be unfair.
But yeah, you can choose to have the videos be on for X amount of time and then they just automatically disappear, or you can have them on for as ever.
Yeah.
So I don't think you have too much fear unless some sort of glitch happens.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, back to the birdcage. Like, when the thing was being constructed, I'm like, like Alan Grant said, it's a birdcage.
It's a birdcage.
But
when you're in the film, or you don't realize they're in a birdcage.
Yeah.
Until it pans out.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's like, holy shit! How big are those fucking birds?
Yeah, exactly.
Because the space that it has.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe they were traveling over, kind of walking over gangplanks and stuff and tunnels that are on top of the tunnels that had been destroyed, and they managed to get into the tunnels, and then that kind of thing.
Wait a minute, you never watched Jurassic Park 3, did you?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah, I've watched Jurassic Park 1 and 2 and 3, and what was the other one? The one that had the
Indominus Rex.
Yeah, the one with the globes that they travelled around.
Yeah. You're talking about. I like to call them the hamster balls.
Yeah, they are hamster balls. What was the film? Is that?
That's Jurassic World, the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know a lot of people hate the third Jurassic Park movie, but I like it because it has the Spinosaurus, the main dinosaur antagonist of that movie, and it also has the birdcage with all the pteranodons in it. But anyway, back to the game version.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
It's just a lot of things that people hate about that movie, like for example, the Spinosaurus immediately killing the T-Rex or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on. So the aviary is basically its own building, its own enclosure where the pterosaurs reside in. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of hidden potential that Frontier could go with the aviary, because you got your own unique ecosystem with the pterosaurs aside from a pteranodon. Mm-hmm. You could introduce other pterosaurs into the aviary. Like there's the smaller pterosaurs, the dimorphodons, that they could add in there. And other pterosaurs like the Quetzalcoatlus, which is basically the largest known pterosaur. It's basically the size of a small plane.
Damn.
And as tall as a giraffe.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, Frontier, if you're listening to this, please give me more pterosaurs for the aviary.
Give him more DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that thing does have potential for a lot, right from buildings to trees to all scenery and technology. And then maybe even, who's to say, just make your own futuristic.
Yeah, exactly.
So step over into about 100 years later, so you got all this different technology and shit.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier on in a couple of podcasts, that the new thing about the Jeep.
Yeah, being destructible,
Yeah, as opposed to being indestructible and the most safest haven you could ever have. Just get knocked around a bit.
You watched me
fast travel.
You were watching me during my first stream on Return to Jurassic Park while I was driving a Jeep. And I'm like, hey, look at this. And then I bump into something. And I'm like,
So it does actually cause damage then, because you went from 100% to 98%.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I think by the time you set up the fences, because you were setting up some fences and that, you were at 95%.
Yeah.
I was gonna say watch your thingy, but then you had like that raid coming in with the raptors,
mm-hmm.
and you went to the building where you were going to hide out, and then the Jeep automatically repaired itself. So I was like, okay, that's fair enough. Okay, don't need to warn you about your
But
Jeep.
I found myself, like, whenever I'm piloting the Jeep myself instead of having the AI do it, I find myself, like, I go into enclosure to trank a dinosaur or whatever. I'm like, no, don't ding up my vehicle, and I'm slowly backing up. No, no. Like, there was this one time where I was tranking a stegosaurus or whatever at Isla Sorna, and he was charging at me. I'm like, no, and I kept shooting him because I didn't want him to collide with my vehicle, and just as soon as he was about to hit me, he drops down.
Oh, gosh. Fantastic.
Like, whew.
That's a click moment.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's the sort of shit that would happen in a film.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like tension, 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 and all of a sudden it's crunch, and then it just like...
But yeah, that was probably the best feeling moment ever. Like, that certain mission I'm talking about, like, the Stegosaurus have this modification where they're always panicking or whatever, so I'm supposed to trank them. Like, I'm tranking all the Stegosaurus one by one, and yeah, the climax where that Stegosaurus is charging on me, I'm like, no, kept shooting the dart and trank at him, and then he comes down, and I'm like, yes.
Yes.
It was straight out of a movie.
Yeah. And we've all had those gaming moments where it's been like, you think it's like pretty much all over and you have to start again. And
Yeah,
just
exactly.
right at the end, you nail it.
Well, it wouldn't be over for me. I would just have a damaged Jeep or whatever.
Right. But you get what I mean. It's like you don't want something to happen, so you're really panicking and you're trying to not make it happen.
Yeah.
Even like it's making your Jeep damage or something like that. Or
Yeah, exactly.
making a delivery on time in timed games and stuff like that, and you think you're not going to make it, and then you just squeeze in. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yes. They use one of those Macaulay Culkin moments in Home Alone. It's like, yes. You know?
Oh my god.
And I've had many of those moments.
And God, there were a lot of good moments in there. I think you left by the time this happened to me.
I had to because it was bedtime.
Yeah. So by the end of my first stream, I was trying to get everything ready at Isla Sorna, because actually this was before the Stegosaurus mission. I was trying to construct some buildings, and I have to set up this thermal power plant to power everything. And I set it up, I connect the paths or whatever to it, and for whatever reason, it says the paths are not connected. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, okay, Frontier, I found a bug and whatever, and I tried, reconstructing it, repositioning, connecting the paths to it, nothing will work. And I was like, maybe there's something wrong with the game. I'll restart the mission or whatever. So I restart, and little did I realize, by restarting the mission, I restart the entire campaign. So I was like, fuck.
We've had those moments before as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I begin the mission anew, and I'm like, hang on. I have a theory about this, because I took a little break so I could get everything in order and whatever. And in the beginning of the campaign, I'm like, hang on, I have a theory. So I rebuild everything, the thermal power plant and everything. Sure enough, I connect the path. It says there's no power. I'm like, hang on. So I get the helipad arrival point, put it down, and everything's working. Because apparently the arrival point has the workers or whatever come in and power everything.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah. I'm like...
And that was probably in a tutorial way earlier that you completely forgot about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
gosh, yeah.
I remember going to Sorna later and looking at the description like, so let's see, what do I need to do? Place of arrival, helipad? What the fuck? But yeah, that's just one of those retarded moves I've ever pulled on a stream ever.
But then again, you will never forget it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it caused so much trauma. And it's like,
But yeah, after that, I mean, I had my brain was just jammed by that point. But afterwards, I got the dinosaurs together, made a couple of enclosures for the dinosaurs and whatever, and I just felt better after that.
There you go.
And I think I went into the research section or whatever where Mr. DNA was.
Oh, yeah, Mr. DNA.
And
he reminds me of the paperclip guy that you used to have on the PC.
yeah, the Microsoft Word guy.
Yeah.
I remember looking at Mr. DNA, and I remember seeing your text pop up. I want to buy this game now.
Yeah. No,
Mr. DNA appeared.
I was like, I am completely sold.
You are with Mr. DNA?
Well, no, not so. I mean, Mr. DNA might not be in the console version. But no, just the stream in general, and actually seeing it does it more justice than looking at the back of the game case.
Yeah.
Or probably watching a preview or something like that.
Yeah.
But actually watching somebody who's knows pretty much what they're doing, even though they're going into a new format and stuff like that. Seems like it's very, very involved.
Yeah.
And I like those games. I like those games where you just, I mean, if it's a time sink, it's a time sink. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But I like I like games that you see progress in.
Yeah.
So like you're building your stuff and stuff like that, and then you can tour those buildings.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. It really is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, when you took us for a tour on your live stream, you were kind of excited about the DLC and stuff. You got everything done, and then you were finished with your dinosaurs, and then you were just like, let's go take a drive around.
Yeah.
And then then you got the raid.
Yeah.
by the raptors. But yeah, I am totally sold on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like it for it to come down in price, but I would certainly pay $44 for it.
Nice.
Even if it's like pre-owned.
Yeah, if you decide to live stream Jurassic World Evolution, which I would love to see, by the way, I want you to keep in mind that the vanilla game takes a good while for it to complete, get all the dinosaurs and all that stuff. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 islands in total that you'll have to complete.
It sounds like probably an hour or no, not an hour. What are you
like
talking about?
Over an hour.
100 hour.
Yeah.
Or maybe a 200 hour platinum.
Yeah.
If you're talking PlayStation wise.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of achievements that you could, or platinum that you could get with Jurassic World Evolution. Definitely.
I'm just going to look that up. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to look it up.
Probably a good idea. And no offense to Gavin, but
no offense to Gavin. Didn't you gift him it?
Yeah, I did. And he was like, I couldn't even make it past the first mission. I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? How did you...
He didn't read anything though, did he?
No. So basically for the first mission, you just spawn in a Stryphiomimus, a couple of dinosaurs here and there. Like they give you the basic rundown of taking care of your dinosaurs, managing your parks and whatever. And I'm not sure if you noticed with the Return to Jurassic Park DLC, but you have certain people that give you these contracts so you could gain money or whatever and reputation with these guys.
Yeah.
And the further reputation you have with these certain people, certain rewards you'll get from them. But with the vanilla Jurassic World Evolution, you'll have to prioritize, sort of. Like, you can't, what's the word I'm looking for? Take another guy for granted. Like, if you get contracts from this guy more than the guy that you don't prioritize with, will basically sabotage your park.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, exactly. So you have that to look forward to.
Still looking it up. It's a bit difficult to...
But ultimately, what was it that got you hooked on wanting Jurassic World Evolution? Was it...
It's just like a sim game.
Yeah.
I love sim games. Like, I love Sim City and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
And it just seemed like one of those kind of things. I mean, there's... So here we go. It's a 3 out of 10 difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
I was way off how much time it takes to platinum it.
Oh.
40 hours.
40
hours.
So it's not 100 hours. Okay.
Number of playthroughs, 1, because there is no missable trophies.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's certain things that I remember there's one achievement that I never got around to. you'll have to take a picture of an herbivore running down a crowd of guests or whatever.
Oh, no, that tickled me. Was you trying to get pictures of them socializing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, go on. You are gonna, and they didn't.
Come on, talk about destroying the humans already.
Yeah.
I'm like, fine. So I drive away with my Jeep, and then I circle around again. I'm like,
back
ha! Cha-ching! Gotcha. I'm like a paparazzi.
Yep. You're a dinosaur paparazzi. Yeah, apparently it's a fairly easy game.
Yeah, and I was legitimately worried of taking a picture of a dinosaur falling asleep because they're kind of
that you thought was not going to be the easiest one to get.
Yeah,
you thought that the socializing one was going to be
the one that would be the easiest to take a picture of. But like,
aha!
One of them is falling asleep. That was easy.
What the hell?
But yeah, I love that the team at Frontier is continuously giving us updates. Like in the original game, the dinosaurs didn't sleep. There was no pack leaders or anything like that.
So it's pretty stagnant.
Yeah, and
I just dissed your game, by the way.
Yeah, but they give us continuous updates to add variety to the dinosaur AIs. Like now they could sleep, now they could have a pack leader, challenge each other for dominance and whatever.
Okay.
And they gave
this is sitting here munching a cookie.
Yeah. And one of our previous updates was giving us a new feeder because we have Spinosaurus, like the Spinosaurus, the Baryonyx, the Suchomimus, those guys that look like walking crocodiles or whatever. And a lot of people were like, why don't they have fish feeders or whatever? These guys are supposed to be semi-aquatic, and they gave us a fish feeder.
Cool.
Which I really, really like.
Cool.
Yeah. But all the DLCs where they introduce new dinosaurs and whatever are pretty awesome, to say the least. I mean, they may not be worth it just to add a new dinosaur for us to breed and put into the park, but for me, as a dinosaur nerd, I absolutely love it. Because
I could see you paying $100 for that DLC.
Yeah, exactly. Like, one of the I have a million dinosaurs that I absolutely adore. Like, have you ever heard of the Therizinosaurs?
Uh-huh.
They're like basically a turkey with sickle claws.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Seen a picture of them, but not. I'm not really good with the dinosaur names.
Yeah. I would love to.
And I'm not going to do the Gavin's dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Not going to do it, Gavin. Sorry.
Thank you for that. I'm pretty caught on to that by now. But yeah, I would love to see the Therizinosaurs introduced because it's one of the new DLC dinosaurs that they included was the Iguanodon. You know what I'm talking about, right?
That's a similar sort of thing, isn't it?
Kind of.
Iguana's a lizard.
Yeah. But fun fact, the Iguanodon is the first ever dinosaur discovered in history.
Really?
Yeah. Let me show you a picture of it.
I thought the first dinosaur was the pterodactyl.
No. The Iguanodon is the first dinosaur alongside... I can't remember what it was.
Man, I always thought it was a pterodactyl.
But no, the Iguanodon was the first ever dinosaur, and it had those spike thumbs and whatever. When they originally discovered Iguanodon, they thought those spikes were its horn or whatever. But it was not until later that they found out it was their spike thumb. Yeah. So these guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were in.
They don't look like lizards at all, do they?
No, they do not. But yeah, Iguanodon. There's a good amount of herbivores aside from the ceratopsids, the triceratops dinosaurs, and ankylosaurs and stegosaurus that could actually defend themselves.
Yeah.
Any other dinosaurs like the hadrosaurs, the Parasaurolophus and whatnot, could not defend themselves. The Iguanodon, it's not like Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, or Stegosaurus. It could actually defend itself because it's got its spiked thumbs and whatever. And I think that's pretty badass. Match. Yeah, exactly.
So it gets up and just goes back.
Just like a fucking kangaroo.
Yeah, I suppose so. The kangaroo spends most of its time on its back legs.
Yeah.
But you know, like dogs can get up and fight.
Yeah.
Cats. Have you seen cats? You've seen cats boxing. Oh my god, it's freaking hilarious. It really is.
But yeah, I'm just looking forward to the future that Frontier has for Jurassic World Evolution. And I am still yet to get myself a Planet Zoo. Maybe I'll live stream that with my girlfriend.
Now you segued off to Jurassic World. What else have you been playing?
Well, let's see. Fairly recent.
A couple more other games that you wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah. Well, fairly recently, I've started playing Alien Isolation. Good game, by the way.
Fantastic
Yeah,
game.
that's a very good game.
Are you playing it stealthy or are you playing it gung ho?
No, I've been playing it pretty stealthy.
Yeah.
There were certain moments.
Yeah.
I've completed the game already, by the way. Okay, I won't spoil it.
I haven't even encountered the androids yet.
Okay.
I have encountered the alien.
Oh, really?
Because when I went under the table.
Yeah.
Because there's like a office type thing.
Yeah.
You go under the table. You can hear noises,
that cutscene?
And it jumps down. And if you're
and its tail goes over the table?
Over the table, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it walks away. And you've got to give it a few moments before you come out from under the table, and you've got to stay crouched. Otherwise, if you come out of the table and you walk around, it comes back and gets you.
Yeah.
That's your first death in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't encountered the androids. I've got as far as the first encounter of the alien and the bandit guys.
Yeah.
And try to set them up with the alien so that you make them sound off. The alien comes out of nowhere and devours them and then fucks off, and then you're clean green.
But yeah, there are a bunch of horror games that give me anxiety and whatever. I think Alien Isolation is probably one of the first horror games that gives me dread 24/7. Like,
oh shit!
If you make any noise anywhere, the alien's like, "Hey, what's going on here? Time to go check it out."
I want to add something to that as well, because I was streaming it for the first time with this mic and the camera, PlayStation camera.
Yeah.
So the PlayStation camera detects you, and it turns if you're doing a live stream with a face cam, it turns the background of the camera to the same color as what you would see from the Marines, which is fucking awesome. Brilliant idea.
Nice.
And it does the kind of wavy line type thing, it's like you're a Marine.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But not only that, you have the option of going hardcore with the microphone on the camera and the actual lens of the camera, plus the microphone and thing. If there's a sound in your room, it attracts the alien. Going.
Yep.
So you have to be really quiet playing it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not good for live stream because
it would be a good challenge, though.
Oh god, yeah, but and it probably would be a good challenge as a live stream as well. But as long as everybody's on board that you're not going to talk, much.
I mean, you'll be, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's be like,
we have a situation going on here. Shh, shut up, audience, shut up.
But the thing is, some wife comes in or something like that and says, "Sean," it's like,
the alien just fucks.
It's just amazing that they made it so that not only the environment in the game, if you're noisy in the game, but if you're noisy in the room that you're playing the fucking game in. It's just fantastic. It really was.
And I really love the way that they made the artificial intelligence for the alien character. Like, I watched this entire video about how the AI works for the game. Like, in the game, it's supposed to be unpredictable. Like, it doesn't go on this set path where it goes back and forth or whatever, makes it predictable.
It's not linear, it's not on the rails,
exactly.
It's nothing.
So apparently there's two AIs working in conjunction. There's the Warden AI, which basically is like, the player is still in the room with you, but I'm not going to tell you where he is. Yep. You just got to find him or whatever. And the other AI is like, okay, I'm going to try and look for it. Is it in the closet here? No, he's not. And if you keep using the same tactic you go with over and over again, the alien will adapt to it accordingly.
Yeah.
Which I really love about the AI behind Alien Isolation.
Because that becomes like real.
Yeah.
It really does.
It really does. I'm thinking about doing a live stream about doing the challenge DLC. I think I talked about this with you on a pod. No, outside of a podcast.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Outside podcast. Yeah.
I was doing there's only one challenge mode in the vanilla game. I'm planning to buy the addition. Yeah. Buy the other DLC for the challenge bag. But I was playing on the challenge mode, and my girlfriend was with me at the time. And there were a couple of close encounters where, I whip out the flamethrower and scare off the alien. If he's too close for comfort, I'd scream, and my girlfriend's like, "What the fuck? I think you scared the shit out of me." I'm like, "Ah!"
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, funny. I'm sure you would love to see that.
That'd be funny. I'd be rolling.
But yeah, going off of the alien, I'm going to talk about a newer game that has been announced recently. Have you ever heard of Predator Hunting Grounds?
I have.
Yeah, have you seen the trailer
I
for
have
it?
not.
It looks so good. I mean, it's not the best game in the world, but it looks pretty good. So you play as both humans and the Predator. Mm-hmm. For the humans, you're first person. For the Predator, you're third person, over the shoulder and whatever.
Okay.
And you have numerous customizations for the Predator, like you're either the Scout Predator, you're the Berserker Predator, or the Mainline Predator, the Infiltrator, I think it is. It has numerous skill sets, like the Scout is apparently more maneuverable and fast. The Berserker is obviously stronger.
Yeah, tank.
And the Infiltrator is more stealthy, I think.
Yeah.
Which I really find really fascinating because, the Predators are known for their stealthy nature and brutality.
I actually thought that all Predators were all classes.
Yeah.
I didn't think that there was a particular Predator for a particular thing.
Yeah.
So with what you just said there, with being the Infiltrator, the tank, and the other one.
Yeah, the Scout.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It should all be one.
Well, maybe there is one. I don't know the specifics. I'm just going off of a trailer there. But apparently there's also going to be a male and female Predator that you can play as.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a female Predator in the
Well,
game.
they do exist in the extended universe outside of the movies. They have female Predators, and apparently they are supposed to be twice as tall as the male Predators.
And they're probably going to be more as aggressive, so they're going to be like Klingons.
Yeah.
It's like the Klingon men are supposed to be the proud guys, but even the women are like, and they're even worse.
They're hardcore.
The women are scary fuckers. You don't want to say, "Get in the kitchen, bitch, and make my dinner," because the next thing you know, you'd be getting beaten about.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
if I remember rightly from the Star Trek series, as soon as you start smacking them about, they think you mean that you want to make love.
Yeah.
I don't want that kind of sex.
No.
No.
And, they have the usual weapons like the plasma shoulder cannon, the smart discs, and the combi stick or whatever you call it.
I love the disc and the
the combi stick is the extendable spear.
And they have the dart as well.
Yeah. And they have a new weapon, which is basically a crossbow, but Predator style. And when I saw that crossbow for the first time, I was up, is this Crisis free or whatever?
Yeah. Maximum armor.
Yeah, exactly.
Want some candy?
And I just realized the parallels between the what was his name? Prophet or whatever? The Crisis guy with a nanosuit armor.
Crisis. The first Crisis I played. So the second one was, let me see, that could be Prophet, because Prophet rescues you in the third one.
Yeah.
And you take over his role.
Yeah.
Prophet was the guy in the second one.
Yeah. I just noticed the parallels because they both have weapons and they could go invisible and they're super fucking strong. Maybe it's sort of a what's the word? Tribute to Crisis. I would like that.
I think Predator was out before Crisis, though.
Yeah, that is true, but
the Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
Anyway, I was like, cool, I would love to play this game with Gavin or whatever, and I look it up, and this is the thing that pisses me off so much. It's only exclusive to the PS4.
Ah, no! We've got so many good PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah.
We
Spider-Man
really
being one of them as well.
But did you hear that?
God damn it! Why can't you give us Xbox fans something
a lot of those
good?
Games are coming to PC.
Yeah.
So they're not. I mean, they've been exclusive for X amount of years, which is the deal.
Yeah.
And then whether they want to put it on a different platform or not is up to them after that. And I believe Spider-Man is heading to the PC.
Yeah.
Because I saw a thingy about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to look that up later. What else?
Also, Detroit Become Human is going to PC as well.
Cool.
Which is one of our brilliant exclusives that we have.
Yeah.
And, we're talking to gamers in streams or whatever, and they're like, Detroit what? I've never heard of that game. How can you have not heard of Detroit Become Human? It's like one of the phenomenal games.
Everybody's mom and dog has heard about it.
Yeah. And then there was a TV show. And have you not seen the Kara demo? That's where I saw, and I'm not a huge fan of Androids, but I saw this thing that Quantic Dreams did, and it was just a tech demo.
Yeah.
Of what they can do with a PS4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was PS4, was it? Or PS3?
I think it was a PS3. I remember watching commercials of that back in the day.
I just quickly looked that up. Because, I mean, that was some time ago.
Yeah.
And I think it's PS4.
But yeah, damn you, Sony.
Right.
But I aside from watching via Predator Hunting Grounds, I would love to play that game whenever I get my hands on a PS4 or whatever. That could be a variety shift Let's Play.
Well,
maybe.
Fuck me. It was PS3 because it's 2012.
Yeah. I was right. I was right.
Look at you.
Yeah. So speaking of the Xbox, there was an announcement for the Xbox Series X, which is the new game console that they're coming up with.
You mean the Scarlet?
It was called the Scarlet, but it's this new console that's coming out in 2020, holiday of 2020.
All right.
The Xbox Series X, and this is what it looks like.
It's a GameCube. No, it's not. It's a speaker. No, hang on a minute. It's what's the name, isn't it? It's fucking. What's that fucking Amazon thing?
Oh God.
Not Siri, but the other one.
Fuck.
Alexa.
There we go, Alexa.
It's an Alexa box.
Yeah.
Well, it actually looks like a dev unit.
I was looking at the comments for the announcement trailer, and a lot of people were like, "That's basically Alexa's steroid boyfriend."
It could be. I mean, it's a tower unit.
Yeah.
Obviously, it
looks something more akin to a PC, gaming PC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just much more rectangular.
You know, it's the obelisk from 2010. It's coming back to haunt us after after I dissed it.
Is that how we're going to evolve the human race? Is for the Xbox Series X?
Yeah, there'll be these freaking cubes everywhere. Next thing you know, they're gonna start taking over the world.
Yeah,
just the cubes.
Just everywhere. Looking at it,
be like a Twilight Zone.
I would assume it's yay tall.
No,
yay tall.
So. You look at the picture, there was the disc slot, and that disc slot is usually about that big.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
fairly tall. About
8 inches, 12 inches.
Yeah. I'm just looking at that, I'm thinking, where the fuck am I going to put this monster beast of a console?
Well, the thing is, it's only going to be about this, maybe about, 6 inches wide, square.
Yeah.
Type thing, and then 12 inches high. So you ain't going to really need too much space for it, are you?
Well, I mean
if it's going to be PC size, but it's not. Obviously, it's not because you can gauge it by that disc slot.
Yeah. I mean, I say that because my desk is basically as big as this table right here.
You could probably get 17 on there.
Yeah. So I have...
Can they stack?
Let me get straight up to that. So I have all three Xbox consoles, the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, and the original Xbox, which is my original gaming console. I still have to this very day. And I have the original Xbox and the Xbox One piled on top of each other like so. Originally, the 360 is in between them, but I found out later that when I was playing Halo Reach for nostalgia's sake, there's the Xbox One was blocking the vent, so I was like, oh shit, I better put it off to the side or whatever. And
don't you have them on shelves?
No, I do not. It's basically
you just have them stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. Don't give me that look, Sean. Hey, I'm very limited with my setup.
Oh, you could just put a little shelf. You need a shelf so that you can ventilate the air.
Well, I'll
reevaluate your stacking system. I personally would, because I wouldn't be surprised if you're blocking up fans.
Yeah. But I resolved that because, I moved it to the side so I could have proper breathing space.
Yeah, that's the Xbox One, though.
No, that's the Xbox 360.
So the Xbox One's still originally on top of the...
Yeah, on top of the original.
You probably want to separate that as well.
Yeah. I'll reevaluate the stacking system, but anyway, point is, I'm like, where the fuck am I going to put this beast of a game? I can't put it in front of me because I'm looking at my screens right here and whatever, and my gaming PC takes up like 1/4 of the entire desk over here.
Mine's on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
You put it on the floor.
But yeah, I have a very limited space to work with, is what my point is.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't think you have too much problem about space for that new Xbox.
Yeah.
In the way it's being designed, it's a cube sort of thing. You could stick that on top of your head. No, you could. I mean, it's that small.
Yeah.
Like you got the PlayStations that are long.
Yeah.
Like the Xbox used to be.
Yeah.
Xbox One. I think the disaster that I saw was an Xbox One that was pure digital.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's not going to catch on. That is not going to catch on at all. Mm-hmm. And there is speculation that PlayStation 5 is going to be cartridge.
Mm. That would be very retro.
And it's not going to be backwards compatible like everybody thinks. And I'm like, no. You need to bring that thing backwards compatible so that you can still have people buying your PlayStation 4 games. Because people aren't going to be buying PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
They're going to be wanting to buy the PlayStation 5. But, I mean, if you want to be nasty and monopolize the market, don't go right ahead. But for us, in my personal opinion is, I mean, you did the non-backwards compatible thing with the PlayStation 4, unless it was digital.
Yeah.
If it's a digital content, then yeah, fine, fair enough. But you need space on the hard drive. You need a decent internet download speed. That kind of thing. When you get a disc, of course, it has to update, so you still have to have internet, but you don't need this decent internet speed because it's just an update.
Yeah.
So it takes you a lot less time to install a game.
Yeah.
And get it up and running. And also with the disc version, it doesn't take up that much space either, like a digital one does. It just installs the basic app.
Yeah.
And then you're good. And then until like a update comes in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's my downside to the digital backwards compatibility type thing. But it's still backwards compatible, so a lot of people are still going to buy it. They just have to manage their hard drive a little bit, like me.
That is true.
So hoping that PlayStation 5, the rumor is that it is not going to be backwards compatible. I hope that's not the case. I do hope that at least it's PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 backwards compatible with discs, because you've seen the collection I have.
Yeah, obviously.
And I don't really want to lose it.
Nope, you do not.
No. And I'd rather like a machine because, when the machines, eventually they're going to break. Right?
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to get parts for it, or you're not going to be able to repair it anymore because it's just been through its 20th repair.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. You are going to move on to the next unit because now you can't get hold of the other units.
Yeah.
In hindsight, if you really want to keep playing that machine, you need to at least have maybe 8 of those machines. So then you could stick them in stock, and as soon as your first one breaks down in about 10 years,
oh god,
then you bring the other one out. Or maybe you only need 5, because I mean that would last you 50, maybe 60 years.
Yeah.
You know, And by that time, gaming is probably so evolved that it's going to be in your head.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't going to need a console or anything like that. You're just going to have these implants that you see in games.
That is a very scary thought for the future.
You know, there was. I was driving the bus the other day, and I was like, "There's one implant. If there was one implant that I could have, and I would probably freely agree to having it." I know I'm not an implant guy, and I'm a hospital phobic person. I hate hospitals. I hate surgeries, and I hate everything like that. But if there's one of them that I would take to enhance my job, would be facial recognition.
Okay.
Because you got banned people riding the bus.
Yeah.
And there's so many people, or there's people that are wanted, or there's people that have special requirements and stuff like that, and you forget about it. And they get a little bit uppity, and then you kind of relearn that lesson. If you could have facial recognition like the Terminator, it'd be like freaking awesome. I would probably have that implant.
That would be the only implant you would ever want, huh?
Yep.
I wouldn't blame you.
Only because of the job.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wasn't doing the job that I'm doing now, I probably wouldn't have any need for it.
Okay.
In fact, I probably want a memory implant so that I could remember a book. That I could remember shit, because I can't remember anything I have a very short-term memory.
Yeah, I
feel the accident.
I feel you.
Yeah. So anyway, back onto the subject.
But yeah, let's see, where were we? Oh yeah. But yeah, I am not too sure what Microsoft was thinking when they had the X Cube or whatever.
Yeah, we're going to call it the X Cube. Is that what we're going to call it?
Yeah, we're going to call it the X Cube for convenience sake. But yeah, it would just look way too big and bulky. I mean, it's very tall. It's going to take a fair amount of room. Like, I can't obviously stack it on top of several other
No, you
consoles
couldn't stack it on top of your other machines.
No, it's obviously
you could probably stack other machines on top of it.
Yep.
Although
probably.
It looks like it's the vent fan is on the top.
Yeah.
So that probably wouldn't be a good idea.
No. But yeah, it's just a huge waste of space in my own opinion. I mean, the GameCube, at least it was shorter.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give the GameCube that. It was very short, whereas the X series was like, yay, high, taller than the GameCube.
If height is what's going to cause you concern instead of width and stuff like that, then I can understand that. But usually when people run out of space, they build high.
Yeah.
You know, like a country that's small and they need lots more housing or whatever.
Yeah.
They build up instead of out.
Yep, that is true.
And that's exactly what they've done right there.
Yeah.
They've run out of space.
Yeah, fair enough.
In your house.
But, I mean, it's just been announced. It's not out on the market yet, so I'm just going to wait and save my criticisms for when it comes out next year.
Do you think that's the actual final draft of what the actual machine's going to look like?
I would
assume.
assume
That's the developers.
I would assume. I mean, like, if I remember correctly, the original Xbox 360 had a lot of problems going for it. You know, like the Red Ring of Death and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a lot of people qualified them as glorified paperweights at that point, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to the PlayStation Vita and iPhone.
Yeah.
You know, if you did an update, there was, always one update in that particular life cycle of the item would turn it into a fucking brick.
Yeah.
And that's it. You got this expensive paperweight. It's like, God damn it. And there's no way of rescuing it.
Yeah.
I almost bricked my old phone.
Damn.
Yeah. I lost a lot of apps.
Wow.
The apps were still there, but I lost a lot of use of them. I couldn't use them. You touch them and it just like
poof.
And it wouldn't open up into anything. It would just like kind of expand and then close, and then you'd be back into your home screen.
Yeah.
I was like, really? And then there were so many of them, and I still had the ability to call people and text people.
Yeah.
So it just became a phone.
Yeah.
Instead of an entertainment system.
But yeah, I'm just going to hold my reservations for now because I can see where they're going because they need to put a lot of hardware in this next generation console, so I can understand that.
I would like to probably guesstimate that is a developer unit because if you've seen the developer unit of the PlayStation 5, and so many people thought that was the end thing because it's a physical thing.
Yeah.
And they've said so many times that this is the developer unit, and there's a picture of one of them with the PlayStation 3 developer unit in the background.
Yeah.
and it looks nothing like the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And the PlayStation 4 looks like nothing like the PlayStation 4. I mean, it's just it looks like an old radio.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they look like.
And obviously, it doesn't look like an old radio.
No, it doesn't. No. No, it looks like a huge CD player that goes in the car.
Yeah, exactly. But
with a beautiful blue light.
Yeah. I mean, I'm no expert on developing game consoles or any other forms of technology for that matter, but, you know, I'm... Really?
No.
Show off.
It stops you in your tracks.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. My first impressions are but I'm just going to wait till 2020 rolls around.
So is that when it's due to release as well?
Same time? 2020, holiday 2020. They didn't say December or November, just holiday 2020, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it could be one of your holidays.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
You take vacation and all of a sudden the Xbox is out. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Oh, I got no money.
Fuck.
Yeah, right? Exactly. It'd be like I got a PlayStation 4 a couple of years after it came out. My brother even had the PlayStation 4 before I did. I was so jealous because, I mean, you know, being family man and stuff like that, you had kids obligations and stuff.
Yeah.
And putting the kids through the schools that they wanted to go through was our first priority.
Yeah, exactly.
We made sure that we never struggled with like food or rent or anything like that, but we couldn't play.
Yeah.
You know, we just thrown it to the kids. Damn kids.
Damn kids.
But look at them now. I mean,
one
of them's pretty darn good. Doing pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So yeah, my brother had the thing, and he's not really even a gamer like I am. And he had the PlayStation 4, and he's like, "Oh, Sean, you gotta get this." And I'm like, "Yes, I know."
You're just gritting your teeth, like, "I know. What? Stop telling me."
In the end, managed to get it by scrimping and saving. 2 years ago, I asked for Christmas from all my family a small amount on Amazon gift cards.
Yeah.
And because it was such a small amount, everybody pulled in.
Nice.
Which gave us around about $300.
Nice.
Now the PlayStation 4 at the time was not $300.
Yep. It was like $400 or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was watching, you know, I bookmarked a few, and I was watching them daily, and I'm reporting to Kat how much they are. In the end, I gave up. We both gave up. And Kat, some reason, looked at Amazon Warehouse, which is where like stuff that is not wanted goes back.
Yeah.
That's where my PlayStation was, and she found it for $350. So we had the $300. She just chucked another $50 to it.
Okay.
And it hadn't even been touched so much as it was the Star Wars special one.
Ooh.
Okay, so it had the Star Wars Battlefront digital edition on it. It had Bounty Hunter on it.
Cool.
It had Pod Racer on it, and it had Jedi Starfighter on it.
Very cool.
Okay, so those were like the 4 or 5 codes that came with the Star Wars bundle version of PlayStation 4. The codes were never touched.
I hope they aren't expired by now.
Oh no, I've opened them now.
Oh, cool.
The codes were never touched, so I could put the code in.
Yeah.
The codes were with him.
Yeah.
They just hadn't been used.
Yeah.
They had not been redeemed. And then as soon as I put one in, I was like, "Oh, holy shit! This one hasn't been used." And then we found out that it was, it just come in and gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. For one reason, maybe it was ordered by somebody, and then Mum was like, "Fuck no, you're taking that back," and that's where it went, or it was something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I would imagine.
But yeah, I pretty much had a fairly untouched PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Second hand for $350. So very happy. And then PlayStation 5, we're going to be saving up for right now.
Yeah.
But we got when I first told Kat about it, she goes, "Oh shit! Well, when does it come out?" I said it comes out in 2020. Didn't know it was holiday at the time because it didn't say.
I would assume it's at the holiday.
That's what it says now.
Yeah.
But when I first told Kat about it, I just knew that it was coming out in 2020.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there was no way it's coming out in 2019 because there's not much of the year left.
Yeah, very true.
So Kat's like, well, you could do a lot of overtime for about 8 weeks and then you'd be there.
Yeah.
I said, well, that's kind of sucks. That's going to hurt, isn't it? I don't really want to be fucking doing overtime and then actually pooling the money, storing it, and not touching it, not buying any games, not buying anything, and then get the PlayStation 5 on release. And then when I found out it was holiday speculation December 2020, she says, oh, then we got a lot of time to save for it. So I'm just going to put some money put some money aside, if I can speak.
Yeah.
Each month or payday or something like that. And should be able to get 400, 500 saved up.
Cool.
Pretty easy. So we're starting to help Sean fund for PlayStation 5.
You're just gonna have a GoFundMe page.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
if you want to see some more up-to-date streams on Twitch, just make sure I don't say Twitter. On Twitch, and you want to see Sim Trophy Hunter playing PlayStation 5 stuff, donate now.
You could have done better, John.
No, I don't know.
Oh man.
What else have you been playing? Anything else?
Fuck. No. I mean, I've been dealing with finals, so blah blah blah.
I have
not a whole lot.
I have been playing a game that I didn't think I was going to get into, and I saw Evelyn playing it. You know my daughter Evelyn, and she was playing Persona 5.
Yeah.
And I'd never played a Persona game at all.
Yeah.
I played quite a few crappy games as well in between podcasts and stuff. One of them being Left Alive. Left Alive is an appalling game. It really is. It's an appalling game. Really bad. Anyway, Persona 5, when I watched Evelyn playing it, I was like, I just couldn't understand what was going on with it.
Yeah.
And I was trying to ask her, and she's trying to explain to me, but she's, kind of playing it at the same time, so she's not really concentrating on explaining it. And I'm like, what? What? And I started it a couple of days ago, and I love that game.
Can you explain it to me now?
In a way. So Persona 5, you're normal kids, and for some reason you kind of cross a different realm, but you're in the same area. So you take this room.
Yeah. And
then you kind of see how does it actually come about that they went into the different realm. Something affected them, or it affected this one guy actually at first, because you build the friends up as you go along. And it's an app on the phone, and on the app on the phone you touch it, it's an eye. It will take you into the different realm. Well, so the different realm is a interpretation of how you feel. So it's your feelings. So at the moment, there's this teacher. He's bullying all of the volleyball class. And in real life, they're getting beaten up and stuff like that by the teacher. They, with practice, while they're practicing their game, they're getting battered and bruised. Well, they go into this different realm and they find out what he feels, or how this teacher feels towards these students. And you see the students are slaves in the other realm. So you got to go over there, fix things, which then fixes things in reality. So you're kind of delving into their minds and stuff like that. But it gets kind of bizarre because the persona thing is obviously it's a different character of you, and you're in a different realm, and then you take on a different persona, and then you got these powers because you're in a fictitious realm type thing.
That's why it's called Persona.
So it's really cool because you meet friends and select people get the app automatically put on their phone and stuff. And all your friends so far, they do. And I met this cat that was in the realm. She actually belongs in the realm. And she can actually she can actually come out into the real life, but she turns into a real cat. Whereas when she's in the other realm, she's like the anime type cat looking thing.
I get you.
It's like what do you call them? Those fucking squeegee things.
Jibbies?
It's like that.
I know that because I'm kind of a weebie.
And then what's one of those? What's a weebie?
It's a term for Americans who love Japanese culture, like anime and whatnot.
Is it? And the term is
Weebay.
Weebay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but yeah. Weebay? I can't remember.
I have to say I've never heard of it. Evelyn's one of those.
Yeah.
She loves old anime and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And she actually wants to live in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the game, all that realm crossing and stuff like that. And, you see the same character, different outfits and stuff. So when they cross over to a different realm, they have these superhero type outfits, which is basically a suit that makes you look smart.
Yeah.
And then you have a mask, and the mask is the persona.
Yeah.
So you take the mask off and you can change the persona and stuff.
Very cool.
But I like it because it seems like it's a game that has a moral to tell.
Yeah.
With the bullying thing at the moment I've got, they're trying to figure out why he's bullying them and what can we do to stop it without, we can obviously kill him, but we don't want to do that because he won't die in real life as such as Keelhaven died. He just will shut down and stop being the person he is.
So he'll be an empath or something?
So you would have to be careful in the outer realm of what you do and how you deal with it.
Yeah.
And then the consequences in the real life is what it is. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you've ever seen the film Journey to, Inside the Body type thing.
No.
What was it? Fantastic Journey, I think it were. And it's a really old film.
Yeah, I would assume.
They implanted this little spaceship thing that goes into a human body and it goes around the blood cells and everything like that. And the idea is it's supposed to be a medical breakthrough. And that was the word, by the way, I was trying to think of with phenomenon and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It was breakthrough because, when Walking with Dinosaurs came about, it was a breakthrough in that kind of film. Anyway, so... Yeah, this thing, it travelled around the human body and it was supposed to be a scientific instrument in fixing people inside without having to do operations.
Yeah.
So it would cut away cancer or it would do things like that. And it's a similar sort of thing that you change when they were inside the body and if they did something bad, it would give them brain damage or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a similar sort of thing with Persona is if you really fuck with them, you can make them really retarded or something like that. Retarded is probably the wrong word. But, mentally...
impaired?
Yes. In different ways. Or you could make them nicer or you could make them even horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
That. So you got to really be careful what you do.
I gotcha, yeah.
But I'm enjoying it at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not as confusing as I first thought it was going to be. And in fact, when I watched Evelyn playing it, there was a lot of fighting and stuff. But there actually isn't. It's a lot of story.
Yeah.
It really is a lot of story. I guess I just kept missing the story or she just wanted to keep fighting.
Yeah.
Because you can fight.
Yep.
But you can do story as well. And the story is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
That's
really
good.
Enjoyed it. It caught me off guard. I did try to stream it and then I found out that there are developers now, which I think I don't like, and I really, really hope the PlayStation 5 has the ability of A, gamer card, B, that it will stream. Because the PlayStation 4, for some reason, there are some games that are done, specifically Atlas, the cutscenes in the anime stuff, will not stream it. It will say... recording has paused with video. We've only got audio.
Yeah.
So all they see is a blue screen with bouncing blocks. It's like, Sean, your stream's gone. It's just blue screen, lovely blue screen. But where's? And then it's like, oh god, it's another game that you can't stream.
Yeah.
And I don't want to stream a game for people that when it goes into cutscene, it takes the whole moment out of it.
Yeah.
The whole moment is the story. The whole cutscene.
Yeah.
That's what you look. That's for me. That's what drives me to go into playing games is like I want to see the next cutscene. And I want to find out what happens next.
Yeah.
If it's driven in with a movie or something like that, I want to see it.
Yeah.
And I want people to see it on the stream. But apparently there are some developers now that are putting blocks on it.
Yeah.
Which sucks ass. And I'm sure it's copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be copyright. Whether it's like when I was playing Death Stranding and then all of a sudden this music started, it turned my thing into a mute stream until the music stopped.
Oh man. So kind of segueing off of copyright and whatnot. So there was this new Dev Battle reaction video that me and Hannah did a week or so ago on Deadpool versus the Mask.
Yep.
And that's currently, by the way, my highest viewed video of all time right now.
Okay.
It's at 10,000 views right now. Really surprising. I was not expecting that many views. And when I uploaded it, it took me to the the new YouTube uploading thing, which is kind of confusing already. I was planning to schedule it the next day, and apparently it was already public by then. And I woke up, took a look at it. I saw an email notification from YouTube saying, "Hey, you're basically showing copyrighted material or whatever for my Dev Battle video because it's owned by Rooster Teeth and whatnot." I'm like, "Huh, that's interesting." And I put the video on private because I had to add descriptions and whatnot for it before I actually publicized it. That's the reason I scheduled my videos for like the next day or whatever, so I could have time to put shit in the description or whatever.
Yeah.
And I find it really hilarious because I did previous other Dead Battle reaction videos, and that's pretty much the only video where I got a copyright strike.
Yeah, it's probably because you didn't have music in the other ones, because the Godzilla one and stuff like that I watched didn't have music in it.
No, I don't think so. It had music in it.
Not as far as I remember. I remember there being a lot of rah.
Yeah, but I just find it very hilarious because apparently Rooster Teeth noticed this video instead of my other Dev Battle related videos. They're like, "Huh, if this guy is trying to make money off of our videos, ban or copyright strike or whatever." And it's like, whatever, these reaction videos, I won't be able to monetize them, or I don't have a partnership. I still need a lot of subscribers before I monetize my videos anyway.
Good luck being monetized by YouTube now. Seriously.
Yeah. But
I think that's going to have to be a different story because it's 7:35 now and I do go to bed at 8 o'clock.
Well, we still got plenty of time to kill, but...
No, I go to bed at 8 o'clock. It's got 20 minutes.
Okay.
Before I have to go to bed.
Okay.
So we'd have to wrap it up.
But the silver lining to that is I got a good amount of viewers on it for the video. It's dethroned my my voice practice videos, which were like 5,000 views or something like that, and it's dethroned all of them.
You're going to be getting quite a few subscribers as well because
I was about to get to that point.
I know why you got quite a big boost in subscriptions,
yeah.
Subscribers. And I'll quickly show you, shall I? I won't be able to interfere with this, I don't think, but I'll quickly show you this.
Okay. Just don't switch. You're fine. You're fine.
Also, don't switch. Check this out. Look. I put this on my Discord channel.
Very, very cool.
All my people in Discord just going in there and listening to it and it's linked to you because I deleted all my videos. So it's solely to you.
Very nice. Thank you for that, John.
That's why you're getting a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, thank you for that, Sean. But anyway, so right now, as of the recording of this podcast, I currently have, let me just go to my YouTube channel here, just to be specific on my subscription count on my channel in particular. I am now at 432 subscribers.
Fuck me.
Yeah. Because I think last time, by the time I posted my Dev Battle video, it was like at 390 subscribers, I'm guessing. I can't remember, but yeah, I got a dramatic boost from that video and probably the audience that you shared the podcast with. But I'm really happy about that because I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm just posting this dip bout video, and then little did I know it would get this much views and that many new subscribers to my channel. I'm like, yeah, it's just 30 more subscribers and I'll be halfway to 1,000 subscribers.
Yep. And you're going to get it because there's more and more people joining my Discord channel all the time.
Very nice.
And it's not my Discord channel, it's Matty Matt's.
Okay.
He started it, and you've seen him on the live stream.
Yeah, every once in a while.
In the chat and stuff. Matty Matt, he's from England. He's a great guy. And he's not able to work and stuff because of fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
So there's not really much he can do. He can play games sometimes. He loves playing games, but streaming takes a lot of energy out of him.
Yeah.
So he plays around with Discord, and he started this channel. And then he invited me in and a few other friends. And then he made me partner of it.
Okay.
So it's both of our channel, even though... You know, he knows how to run it a lot more. I'm learning from him.
Yeah.
I'm picking it up, and then I put podcast on there straight away.
Yeah.
Because he said, if there's any channels you want to put on there, just, you know, obviously we just run it by us, and we'll talk about it first, and then, you know, whether it's, you know, okay, you know, good idea or not. And I said, well, okay, I got the podcast channel. I want to put that on there because I want, you know, I've deleted my videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And, Isaac still has his open, so why not? And he said, yeah, that's a fantastic idea.
Nice.
Those guys are waiting for this one to come out.
Yeah.
They're waiting for this episode to come out. They've listened to all of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you later, but is there any viewers out there that have any certain favorite moments from all the podcasts yet?
You know, I never actually asked them.
That's probably something.
I think what they say is they just enjoy the whole banter.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a rigid podcast. It's just, you know, you just kind of on the fly, and they like it because it's real.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have a script in front of us unless you call cookies a script.
I suppose.
Yeah. So. No, they like it because it's like a reality show, I suppose.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I've mentioned to them in the past that we might be looking at doing video, which they're excited about.
And then Gavin would just be in the background.
It probably will. Or you could just edit him with a fuzzy face or whatever.
No, I would just give him one of those masks.
Yeah, give him a president mask or something.
He's President Trump.
There you go.
I'm sure Gavin would appreciate that.
Oh my God, Trump's on the fucking podcast.
Yeah. We're going to get sued up the ass.
Yep. Maybe we should make it somebody else.
Yeah. But we do have a couple other subjects that I want to talk about, but Sean's got to,
we don't have time. We got to wrap it up.
But this will be a shorter podcast than usual, as I can see.
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's almost 2 hours, but
that's not shorter than usual then.
But yeah, I do have a special announcement. However, I've been working a little bit more towards expanding the podcast to other platforms. I recently conceived the Variety Shift show on this website called thepodcast.com or something like that, where numerous other podcasts, post their episodes and whatever. I'm still in the process of uploading the other podcasts on there. And then after I got all the episodes up to date, I might just be able to post those podcasts onto iTunes.
Yeah, because we now got enough episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
We need because what I read recommendation was at least 3.
Yeah.
To be on there at the same time because people are going to want more and more and more.
Yeah, and this is our 7th episode, right? It's 6, yeah. I lost track myself.
No, I haven't. Because I remember the last time we were 5. Jeez, we're already at 5.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden 2 weeks have gone by, nothing.
Yeah.
It's oh shit.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I killed it. I killed it. But no, that's it.
But yeah, we promise we're not missing the podcast on purpose. We just had a lot of shit going on in our life.
Things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not getting paid for it or anything like
No,
that.
not yet.
There we go.
We need sponsors right now. Please sponsor us.
Yeah. Gavin wanted what mineral water or something, didn't he? He wanted that energy water or something.
Yeah, that is true. The mineral water.
Yeah.
We also were talking about Sam's Club because they had those gaming chairs.
Ah, okay.
But
yeah, if Hyper wants to sponsor us,
that would be nice.
Hyper headphones.
Yeah. I think it will be a while before we ever get a sponsor, but it would be nice to have an additional line of income for that.
Well,
but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I'm sorry it's shorter than usual. I did have a subject that I want to talk about, but we'll save that for the next episode when Gavin is back in action.
I think that's probably the best because other subjects went on too long to get that in.
Yeah.
And we might know a little bit more. If anybody's curious, it's all about copper and YouTube. I was going to say Facebook.
The future of YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about that next time because I'm sure Gavin's going to have quite a few opinions about it because Gavin didn't use YouTube that much.
No, he does not.
Upload. And for once, in our podcasts of teasing him with YouTube and stuff like that, and he should get some stuff up there, and he's actually lucky.
Yeah.
Me personally, I deleted all mine because it's not because I'm scared of it. It's just that I want them to be a bit more clear on what they want us to comply with.
Yeah.
But like I say, we're going to talk about that on the next podcast, and I think that would be a good idea. It could be actually the whole podcast. Maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
Could do copper.
If we do our research correctly, we could make an entire 2-hour episode out of it or whatever. Yep. I'm sure Gavin would like to talk about other things. In the meantime,
yeah. No, we can throw other bits and pieces in as well. But the main topic would be copper.
Yeah, exactly. And
putting people's minds at rest and stuff. Stopping people from panicking.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe we'll have our first guest star in this podcast. I'm not going to say who, but we'll see if I could pull some strings and if they are well enough to attend the podcast. Ooh. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep my lips sealed until the podcast comes up.
Okay.
So, thank you, everybody, so much for listening to the Variety Shift. I'm the Artificial Dragon, and we do have our business email down in the description below if you have any business offering or just want to say hi. Sean's got a Discord.
I do have a Discord. Although the Discord I think that you got on there is probably my own personal one and not this one that I showed you the variety.
Yeah, you'll have to.
I'll give you the link to that.
Yeah. But I'm currently in the making of the Variety Shift Discord channel. It's just a blueprint for now. It's not public or anything, but there's 2 Discord channels that I need to improve on, my artificial Discord and my Variety Shift Discord, but I won't go too much into details there. So you'll see plenty of Discord channels. Be sure to share the Variety Shift with all of your friends and family. We really do appreciate all the views that are contributed to the Variety Shift and, just talking to a wider audience in general.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll be looking at some point trying to get maybe a live interaction between you guys and us.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be cool.
And I do have a couple of ideas of playing a couple of games while we're doing the Variety Shift, but that's ideas for another time.
Party games.
Yeah, party games will be fun.
I know party games coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as for us, outside of a Variety Shift, I'm the Artificial Dragon. I have my own YouTube channel, as I talked about before. The Artificial Dragon is one word, capital A for artificial and capital D for dragon. I also have a Twitch channel that I'm slowly breaking into because I already live streamed the Return to Jurassic Park DLC. And I'm hoping to live stream some more games in the future. I also have a Twitter account. I also have my own Discord account. And I think that's all the social media links I have for now. But
Facebook?
yeah, Facebook. Why do I always forget Facebook? But yeah, you could reach to me through those social media accounts if you have any questions related to the channel or just want to say hi.
Yeah, and we got the email as well for.
Yeah.
And the email is.
Fuck. I always have to pull it up. Go, Sean, for your side.
While you're searching for that, you can find me on PlayStation Network, Send Trophy Hunter, capital S, capital N, no, capital S, capital T, capital H, and you can find me on Facebook as Sin Trophy Hunter, same again, and you can also find me on Twitch as Sin Trophy Hunter, and you can also find me on Twitter as Sin Trophy Hunter. I did have a YouTube account, but I've removed all my videos. But we'll get back to that on the next podcast. It's probably a drastic move, but I'm a little bit of a non-savvy person with complicated stuff, so I kind of do all or nothing, and I did all. I got rid of all. But I kept my channel, so it's still there so that I can build on it. There's
just no videos to show.
No, not yet.
So anyway, our official business email for the Variety Shift is theofficialvarietyshift@gmail.com. That is one word, no capital letters. It's theofficialvarietyshift@gmail.com. And if you have any questions or have any business-related things to email to us, you can reach us from there.
Yeah, if you got, we want to make this as interactive as possible with all you guys and girls out there.
And
so if you got any ideas, just shoot us some ideas on the email as well.
Yeah, and if we accept any subjects to talk about, but not politics. We do not talk about politics
or religion.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you want,
it's kind of what a work deal or normal social media deal nowadays is. That we're not going to talk religion. We're not going to talk politics.
Yeah. But if you want us to talk about a certain movie, certain game, certain geek-related stuff,
different hobbies that you got going on, or whatever, or you just want to ask us personal questions.
Yeah,
but not that personal.
But yeah, maybe once we, I don't know, maybe on a certain milestone, we could do a Q&A for the Variety Shift.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna sound like a broken record at this point, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of A Variety Shift. It's time for us to clock out and for Sean to go to bed.
Alrighty. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us. Peace and love to everybody. And we'll catch you next week, hopefully.
Yeah. You guys have a wonderful afternoon or evening or morning or whatever.
Whatever.
But yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.